Good afternoon, everybody. I'm out here on the edge of the storm coming out of Huntington Canyon. I've got a new listing here in Huntington that is pretty cool. If you've ever wanted some land with a lot of potential, here it is. I'll turn the camera around and show it to you and go over it, but it's a historical pioneer property and it's got a manufactured home on it right now. It includes a hot tub. There's some work to do on the place, and it's got a lot of space to create a lifestyle, whether you want to set it up to have some agricultural use or just a fun place to play. We've got a hot tub right here. This will come with it. Since I'm outside, I'm going to show you that first, but lots of steam coming out of there. But it's got a 16 acres in addition to the manufactured home. I'm gonna not disturb the folks in there for the video today. They're working on some things, but we've got an old pioneer cabin that comes with it. This is like you could even probably call this the mother-in-law apartment. It's habitable and useful as its own bathroom. Plus there's the old mill. They're using that for basically a storage shed, but it's got potential for some other things if you want to fix it up as a replica of the old pioneer days. Some outdoor cooking area. Let's get you a sunscreen over this, and you can set up a cooking area there. You know, it needs to be refurbished, but that's okay. So here's our pioneer cabin. I can't remember when in 1800 this was built for the homesteading, but it's pretty cool. It's got power and it's got plumbing. It does not have a kitchen right now, but it's got a bathroom. So let's go check it out real quick. We've got those rustic walls chinked well, timber roof. It's about time for maybe some roofing updates. There's a little air conditioner in here. We got some shutters for the windows to protect the glass. But this home's been in the family for a long time. If we come in here, there's also a little wood stove going on right there to heat it. In here we've got our bathroom. Got some laminate floors. It's a full bathroom. There's our vanity there. Got some rock floor. There's the back door or the other front door. However you want to look at it. It is what that is. But this is a pretty cool little cabin here. And it's like OG stuff. This is what they lived in when they settled this area. And we've got remnants of the old adobe house, which is pretty historic. Out here we've got some woods. So there's plenty of deer and who knows what else that passes back and forth. I was mentioning in the description that we have mineral rights. So there's a little bit of small amount of income that comes from the gas well that's on the property. So there's potential in that regard to help offset some costs. And it goes down and there's a Huntington Creek that's part of it. So you'd have to basically start over again with any pasture that you wanted to do, but they do have some hookups for pressurized irrigation down here, and of course the water shares that come with it. Joe's Valley Class B, I believe. We'll verify that as we get further into the listing. And there's mature trees out there. So there's an old earthen wall here that was a pen that the pioneers that settled this property built. And on the front of it's a rock wall. Check that out. It takes a lot of effort to do that. I've got some rock retaining wall here. That's pretty cool. So the gas company has a road coming from the south across the creek onto the property. So they wouldn't be coming by the front door all the time. Let me tell you about the manufactured home as I walk down to show you the creek. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, has a primary suite. It does need some work, but it's functional, and there's a wood stove in there. Of course, living room, kitchen, the usual. So here's our road down here to the creek. Got a bunch of cottonwoods down here. There's deer tracks everywhere. So it'd be a pretty fun place to hang out. Do a little preparation down here, and probably have a pasture down here and also on the north side of the property. But definitely some wildlife corridor action going on down here. We'll have this listing active before the weekend, and at that point you'll be able to get the price. But here's our Huntington Creek crossing. So if you've ever wanted a property with a water feature, here you go. It's one of the highlights of the place. Here's looking upstream a little bit. Just around the bend is the property line. Oh, and the cats are friendly. They followed me down here to see what's going on, but the creek runs down to the east a little bit farther before it leaves the property. So there's a pretty good section of creek in here. But it's a pretty fun place. Somebody's gonna have a good time developing it when they get it. So thanks for joining me on the video. Hope your day's going well, Louie and Shauna. Appreciate you watching. If you know anybody that would like to learn more about it, or if you yourselves would like to learn more about it, let us know. We'd love to show it to you. Getting my steps in today, that's a great thing. So anyway, talk to y'all later. Have a great weekend coming up. See ya soon.